Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 3 of episode 7. I'll try to make it as quick as I can because I'm very passionate about this right now, especially after today, after trying caving. I realize now my diet has been holding me back. Saturday I got touch base with Stick, Mike Rodgers, after our big hike on Buzzard's Roost, and we discussed diet. And I've been around long enough to know, and I've read it somewhere before, like 80% of everything's diet. Now those particular numbers could be off, but I know without a shadow of a doubt that most of it is diet. So my weight loss not going the way it needs to be, my strength deficiencies, everything's coming back to my diet. And I know, and I'll stay true to it sometimes, but then I fall off the wagon. So I got Stick, Mike Rodgers doing a little bit of a keto intro, or a keto video, explaining it. And I've got a meal that me and him eat together. We eat together at Los Pablos. We eat a keto meal. And, he's going to help me with my fasting / keto diet. I think once I get that squared away and settled and start really losing some weight, I'll see a big difference, because there's no way I can do what I need to do at this body weight. 220 pounds, that was an eye-opening today. Pulling myself through those tight squeezes and then pulling myself back up the side of a rock wall was rough. 220 pounds, not cutting it. And it's a shame that I've been the same weight for three weeks or better. No progress, really. But we will. It'll change. Yeah. It'll change. Let's start this. Part 3, episode 7. Kick it into gear. Diet time. So we're winding down on the our trail. Buzzard's Roost was a beast, but we loved it. And I was going to get a Stick to tell us a little bit more about the keto, because me personally, keto and fasting, I've got to do something, because for the past 3 weeks I've been the same weight. And my sugar numbers, my diabetes, my blood sugars have been about the same, so I'm not getting the success I want. So I'm going to go to somebody that's got some success, or had some success, and try it. That's how you get better. That's how you grow. You try different things, and you see what works for somebody else, and you try to implement it for you. You might have to adjust it and do something that suits you more, but I'm going to go to somebody that's got success and experience and try to build from what he's doing, what he's saying. Go ahead, sir.
We good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So David wanted me to talk a little bit about what I've done. It's been pretty simple. I just did some research on YouTube. For years, I've struggled with back pain. I've seen doctors, I've seen chiropractors. I've talked to surgeons. Recently, spoke with a doctor in Atlanta about what I couldn't do if she could see me. Doing a little bit further research. I had tried a ketogenic diet before and had some success. Had some fat loss. So I decided to try that again. So by doing that, I started keto, and I eliminated my carbs. Just cut out the things that I could. The breakfast that I used to eat was, bread, bananas. So I eliminated that, and in a matter of a couple of days, I can remember being at work. This has been about 8-9 weeks worth now. I can remember being at work and saying to someone, "Wow, my shoulder's not hurt today. That's the first time I can remember in years that this back behind the shoulder, my back's not hurting." And from there, it just got better and better. I was able to get back into the gym. I was able to lift some weights. So as I continued and researching a little bit more on YouTube, I decided to try intermittent fasting as well. So there's a process that I'm studying called autophagy. It's either autophagy or autophagy. I'm not really for sure. But that process is where, when you're intermittent fasting, and currently I'm doing 16 hours in between meals. Sometimes I stretch it out to 20. I think when you do 16 hours, it's just barely touching into that recuperation aspect of it. So by doing this, things have just gotten better. There's less pain. I'm not having to think about seeing a doctor or a chiropractor. And in terms of the diet, by eating fat and eliminating carbs, I was struggling. I was running 4 miles every other day, and I was working out on the days that I wasn't running, and nothing ever changed. So 8-9 weeks, I've hardly hit a lick of cardio. Stayed pretty strict with the diet. I've not had many cheat days, and my body has just changed completely. I went from a 39-inch waist to a 34-inch waist. Actually, my strength increased. Maybe that's because the pain decreased, but I'm doing things now that I haven't done in a long time, and I just feel great every day. I feel like I'm full of energy. And those days that you fast, the ketones that are produced in your body are actually muscle sparing, from what I understand. You're not burning muscle, you're burning fat, and I've witnessed that myself. I mean, I'm going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe because nothing fits. So I'm 8-9 weeks in, and things have kind of plateaued. I've got to do something different. I'm thinking now of doing like a 5-2, 5 days worth of feeding, 2 days worth of fasting, and those fasts, I'm going to stretch them out for 24 hours. The crazy thing is, once you start fasting is, the first couple of days was rough, but after that, the body changes. The stomach never growls. I never feel hungry. Sometimes I struggle to break a fast, and that's one thing that they'll talk about in these YouTube videos is you got to be careful with fasting because it becomes addictive. You feel so good, you feel so light, you're not ever bloated, you're not ever having these insulin spikes, and that's truly what people feel is that we're on such a Western diet full of carbohydrates that we spike our insulin every time we eat, and as that begins to come down, the body thinks it needs to feed. So, it's just been a crazy experience to be able to, you're different than everybody else. People are dying. They've got to eat every 2 hours, or they get the shakes, and it's nothing to go 24 hours. And it seems like the longer you go fasting, the better I feel. But solely, it was worth the effort just to have the pain gone. Never thought that I would, without major help, that I could feel this good again. And it was in my own hands. I just, a little bit of research is all I had to do, and I could have done that years ago. But it's worth checking out. David and I have been talking about it. David's working really hard. He's preparing for his big journey. I want him to get there, so it's just a little bit of knowledge that I've tried to share with him. Again, I'm no expert. I'm still learning, but it was well worth trying. It's really changed my life for the better. So that was what I wanted to say. That was what I wanted to add to the video. Enjoyed it today, David. It was fun.
Awesome. Here with Mike, and we're going to do a little keto diet. He's going to help me out tonight, and I'm going to try to carry this on forward. We got steak, avocado. We ate 1 chip apiece. Then we got, what, a poblano pepper coming?
Poblano pepper coming with cheese. So, getting some healthy fats, getting some protein. We'll get some more fats off of the cheese. No carbs. No carbs. We'll light the fire.
So we'll be in full keto after this, probably, won't we?
With today's walk, yeah, we'll probably be producing ketones.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I'll get this out of his face and let him eat, but I'm doing it too. He's got me on the right path, so I'm taking it serious. 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, guys, this is going to close out episode 7. Getting late. Chastity's worked her tail off on this. She's worked so hard, I'm even going to rib her. Or aggravate her. Because as much effort as she puts into making this work, she deserves better than that, I guess. But I'll mess with her tomorrow for sure. It was an amazing week. I'd like to thank Kobe Bryson, Luis Portillo, and Mike Rodgers Stick for all the help, and especially I'd like to thank Chastity Durham for all the effort she's put forth, because without her doing this for me, I couldn't post these videos. She puts forth a lot of effort. She's behind the scenes making it go. Anyway, that wraps up this video. If you like this, be sure and subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll keep making them. I'm pumped. Episode 7 was the bomb. I got to go caving. I've changed my diet, recommitted. I am so ready. You ready? Episode 8 is going to be even bigger. How do I top episode 7? I don't know. Maybe jump in a lava volcano or something. Who knows? But episode 8 coming up. You guys have a very blessed week. I'm excited, pumped. God is good.